Now, from the Ford Sports Desk, KOMU-8 Sports.
It is finally March, and the madness is in full swing for college basketball teams vying for a spot in the NCAA tournament. The Missouri Tigers, though, sadly, they are not one of those teams. But hey, their opponent last night, the LSU Tigers, are. Ben Simmons and the LSU Tigers looking to make it into the tourney. Good ball movement early. Craig Victor slams it home for LSU. Then LSU in transition again. Antonio Blakeney lays one in and one. He had 18 points for the Tigers, and they had it going early. Ryan Rosberg then inside. He had 13 points with the little hook there. He also added 5 rebounds on the night. Then it's Brandon Simpson for LSU with the oop and then the score. LSU was up by a lot at halftime. Terrence Phillips 4-3 here at the top of the key, 13 points and 4 assists, but LSU had the 46-24 lead at half. Second half, all Ben Simmons. He added another double-double to his record in his freshman campaign, 22 points, 14 rebounds, also added 7 assists. Missouri got within 3, though. KJ Walton added 11 points off the bench, and then Terrence Phillips scores. Mizzou was down only 4 with about 4 minutes left. But Tim Quarterman comes up big for LSU with a 3 to stretch the lead to 7, and LSU would take this one by a final of 80-71. The state high school district playoffs continued last night. Class 5 boys action in Sedalia had the Smith Cotton Tigers taking on the Rockbridge Bruins. This one was a family affair. Rockbridge coach Jim Scanlon facing his son Brennan for the second time ever. A lot of offense early. Eson Wiley dumps it to Trey Williams, who finishes under the basket. Then it's Ben Cooper off the dribble, nails a 3 from the top of the key. End of the quarter, though, DeJuan Harris scoops it in to beat the clock. Bruins up 22-16 after 1, and then it was all Rockbridge from there. Ben Cooper led the way for the Bruins with 23 points, and they run away with this one, 81-57. They play in the district final tomorrow. On the girls' side, Rockbridge facing Blue Springs South. Big first quarter for Peyton McAllister, scoring all 12 of the Bruins' points in the opening quarter, but Rockbridge still trailed by 2 after the first. The Jaguars of Blue Springs South were able to pull away with a big game from Tiffany Davenport. She had 21 points, and for the first time since 2011, the Rockbridge girls lose a postseason game, 62-46 to Blue Springs South. Another Columbia school in action last night. Hickman girls taking on the other Blue Springs school. All Cupies in this one. Big first half from Nigel White, scoring herself and then showing the handles with the dime to Kelsey Mertz. White added 14 points in the first half, and they would be up 30-16 at the break. Hickman led by as much as 20 going into the final quarter. They moved to 22-4 on the season. Cupies with no trouble against Blue Springs 46-30, and will play Blue Springs South in the district finals on Thursday. Like I said, it's March and baseball is back. Well, not the regular season just yet, but spring training, so it's kind of the same. The Royals will begin to defend their World Series title this season. The team just signed catcher Salvador Perez to a 5-year extension. And as for the Cardinals, well, they're just looking to bounce back after an average offseason and losing Jason Hayward and John Lackey to their division rival, the Chicago Cubs. Both teams begin their spring training games today. The top of the Central Division is tight. How tight, you may ask? Well, entering last night's games, 2 points separated first and third place. So the St. Louis Blues took on the Senators last night looking for a much-needed win. First period, Jaden Schwartz gets the rebound off Anderson and scores on the power play, his 5th of the year. Blues up 2-0. Fast forward to the third, Jean-Gabriel Pajot goes behind the net and shoots one off Jake Allen's shoulder pad, and it goes in. Time winding down in the third now. Senators on the power play. Pajot's in the right place at the right time, and folks, you can't score much later than that. 0.1 seconds left on the clock. This one will go to the shootout, and in the 11th round, still no one has scored until Patrick Berglund scores one past the Senators goalie to give the Blues the 4-3 win. Now there's a 3-way tie atop the Central Division. And that's it for sports.